stream anytime, anywhere with the free PBS app.
How long have you lived in your house? For the Taos Pueblo Indians, it's been at least 600 years.
All these houses are considered to be part of the people who lived in them. They are living spaces. That's just the way it is when you live in a place that's been continuously inhabited for a few hundred years.
Their ancestors built these pueblos without the benefit of modern technology, and yet for some reason, the Taos decided to stack their homes like apartment buildings, up to 5 stories high. And that's the penthouse up there.
That's the penthouse up there.
When you're living in New York, that's like the best place to live.
Yeah.
Oh, is that true here too?
No.
No, okay. In cities, pricey real estate and limited space drive buildings toward the sky. But there's plenty of room out here. So why did the Taos build upward? They say the Pueblo was designed for protection.
Protection from your enemies.
You see, there weren't originally doors at the ground level.
Of course, we have a ladder from the ground up. And then once we got on the roof, we had a hatch.
Like right here?
Right here, yeah. We'd come in through the hatch.
So if the enemy's coming, you pull up the ladders?
Pull up the ladder, and they couldn't get up.
By building vertically, the Taos could also foster a strong sense of community. These tightly packed buildings have brought them together for centuries.
The whole village should raise a child. When I was growing up here, anybody could discipline me if I was misbehaving. And if you didn't address your elders in a respectful way, boy, your parents heard about it real fast.
Stacking these 5-story homes without steel or concrete took some ingenuity. The secret ingredient?
It's mud.
It's mud.
Mm-hmm. Yep.
The walls are adobe, mud and straw bricks hardened by the desert sun, and covered with layer upon layer of mud plaster.
So you're truly living with the earth here.
Remarkably, the mud walls support the entire weight of the buildings. They're what today's architects call load-bearing walls.
At the base of these buildings, they're about 6 foot thick. By the time you've gone up 3 stories, one building on the ground floor may be holding up 3 rooms above it.
Below the adobe walls is a stone foundation.
You have a solid object that's not going to be sinking into the ground.
Above, cedar logs called vigas are topped by layers of small branches. This supports a heavy earthen roof.
Which is used for insulation.
Adobe is not only available, it's functional. During the day, the thick walls absorb the desert sun, keeping it nice and cool inside. Then at night, when the temperature drops, the heat radiates into the room. And because it's a natural insulation, with the help of a fire, it stays nice and warm throughout the winter.
So that you have a very efficient house that you're heating.
Taos families now mostly live outside the village in modern houses, but they've taken great care to preserve their ancestral homes. And they don't have to run to the hardware store for supplies. It's all right here.
A lot of this stuff is like right around us, you know, and we've been doing this for centuries, so it would make sense to get it where my ancestors used to get it from.
But before they harvest brand new materials, they salvage what they can from old buildings.
Whatever we tore off here, the dirt, we go ahead and take it to our site and then recycle it.
So you're the original recyclers?
Yes, we are.
These forward-looking practices have inspired generations of American home builders. From early Spanish settlers to 1920s modernists to today's green architects.
The Pueblos have a lot of staying power because they're pretty much a building that's hard to improve upon.
For the Taos people, this centuries-old home improvement project isn't about keeping up with the times. It's about preserving the Pueblo for the future and connecting with their past.
You start realizing that you're doing the same things that one of your ancestors did about 300 years ago, and you're walking on the same path that they took. So I really have more of an appreciation now about having that much lineage going back.